It's not my fault. I can only work with the restorers I'm given.
This desk is not actually locked. You can just open it.
That's very loud. How did we get here? I can't remember.
Hey, remember the old days? I'd call, you'd answer, we'd talk. After that, neither of us would have to worry about what was going on. It's a stupid question. I'm not trying to spy on you, but a status report would be good from time to time.
I'm not sure we're allowed to be in here.
You know, in the last 3 years of experimentation, I've worked with some very good restorers. Yet, none of them had the heart or the mind to get as far as you. I hope that you succeed where the others have failed. Our chances of continued funding rely on this. You won't let me down now, will you?
smells damp and horrible. Asleep in the back of the car, his little hands holding on the ball so tightly. He'd hold on to it all night if he could.
Unfortunately, I don't think that's perfectly readable. For some reason, it won't let me zoom in on it. But those two red X's say weakness or something like that. A lot of this stories game is tied up with the mines and the mine disaster and the people who worked in the mine. So hopefully you're starting to put together some of these pieces to see a little bit more about who each person is and what role they might have in Jean's history. That bit of wall was a red X mark where they said there is weakness. But in order to trigger that weakness, we need to get the power going.
A stadium almost full with screaming fans, his little eyes taking it in for the first time.
These cramped rooms were where the miners spent most of their time before going underground. It was like a community here. Records show that the mining wardens usually put a lot of undue pressure on the miners to meet quotas. It must have been a grueling job.
Now that we've got water running through the pipes, we can see that there is a crack in the wall. And with the stolen hammer,
A crack of baseball bat and the entire stadium erupted. Moments later, another cheer. stood clutching the ball tightly in one hand. Hey, this is for you. Hold on to it. Everyone else wants it, but it's yours now.
With the notes that we've read and the new pieces that we've picked up, we now have everything that we need in order to activate that projector here in the Miner's Dry. We've actually done a little piece of it by finding the crack in the wall and what was hidden there. So, with Sean V's little prank, we put arsenic in the coffee machine. We grab his mug. Sorry, that was me realizing that the arsenic granules just don't exist anymore. I guess we used them all in the coffee machine.
Sat in the front stands, the view was perfect.
And I wonder if anybody found that? I wonder if anybody guessed that was there? We did see that number on the bottom of his mug. You'd have to go looking to find a safe.
Andrew turned to Harry, his face looking very serious now. "You'll have to go home, little man," he said, winking so that Rob couldn't see. "That's not fair. Why does he get to go and I don't?" moaned Rob. "'Cause he's too young to be out this late. Besides, we might be a while and he can help us sneak back in later." "Right. Off you go," Andrew pushed, winking again and then whispering into Harry's ear. "Just remember where we said." "Okay, Andy," he said trustingly. And so off little Harry ran, leaving just the two of them. As soon as Mr. Jefferson was finished, both boys began to make their way down to the docks. Andrew turned to Harry, his face looking very serious now.
Jim has been here again today. We've all sat together and talked about his childhood memories and events that shaped his life as parents. Some slight progress there. On a related note, we've been given 1 month to show our hard data and prove that the therapy is making a significant difference. I can feel that acceptance is a real possibility now, but perhaps I need to push harder.
Did I ever tell you about an old colleague who once worked on a series of classified experiments? It deprived subjects of sleep in an isolated room for 3 days, before instructing them to carry out a harmful act on another subject. Desperate for the sleep they were promised, they would instinctively carry out any command ordered by a lab coat, regardless of how immoral the action was. Funding was cut due to controversy, but still, don't you just think the human mind is fascinating? My readings? Yes, it is. The artifact. Oh, how beautiful it is. Pick it up. Can you feel the power surge through you? This artifact allows us to link with our patient directly. It allows your powers to grow. Quick, try and restore something. Usually there's a clear indicator, an object or an image of something. Maybe a seal signifying the broken element of the memory.
You know, I hope this is the right decision. That's all.
You know exactly why this is the right decision, Jim.
I know. I just...
But we've discussed this. The cost of treatment and care, it's too expensive.
You could stay here with me. You could get help here.
We'll miss you. Don't ever doubt that.
Well, look at that. Excellent work, Restorer. Now, once you've gathered the rest of the memory fragments in this area, we can tackle the second core memory. The artifact should give us enough strength to end this.